Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the most electrifying podcast in sports entertainment. Welcome to UTR Presents NXT on Deck. It's me, your boy, the Hawk, El Campeon. That's right, your predictions champion. It's me, baby, being joined by the forever IC champ and the current Are You Fucking Serious game show champion, our boy Matty Reigns. What's going on, Matt?
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. It's been a long week, it feels like already, and it's only Tuesday, so we just gonna try and get through this week.
This has been a fucking 3 week already.
Like today was like as hot as ever. Like today was the hottest day in Louisville for 2024. We reached 98.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Y'all boys was out there burning. We didn't get that hot, but we got hot. It's definitely.
Well, I had to go into the office. I'm like, of course, when it decides to turn up, I gotta go outside. Thanks, I'm inside again. But yeah, like I said, it's been a long week.
Joining us also, he is the former predictions champion, the street team captain. Oh, fuck Warhawk. You know what? Fuck you then. I ain't even saying nothing else about your bitch ass then. I see your little hashtag under your name. Give it up for
oh shit.
Bronson Tito Rio. Yeah. Fuck Warhawk. You think I ain't see that shit? Don't be mad because I took your belt. Tough ass. Don't be mad because I took your belt.
It's all right. I got a new clip to post for this weekend's pay-per-view predictions.
Yeah, all right. Don't worry. I'm coming out the champ still. We already decided that. Because it's about to be Tie City. That's what's about to be. Oh no. WWE, I'm not worried about. Because we all gonna have the same fucking answers for that shit. So that's one tie out the way. It's just the rest of the shit that I'm fucking nervous about.
NXT and TNA, or where it's going, they might do something stupid just for the sake of being stupid.
Oh shit, I forgot NXT too. God
yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
And it's Labor Day weekend and college football.
Right, like fucking main roster, I'm not worried about that. That's a tie.
Right.
Because we all gonna do the same. That's a tie. So I know that's one in the books. I just got to get past the other ones. That's the other bullshit.
What's up, Kanisha?
What's going on, Kanisha? But you know what? Let's get into some news real quick. Let's get into a little bit of news. The big news going around right now is how there are different reports on WWE possibly moving the Performance Center to Las Vegas, and that UFC is suddenly going and remodeling for that Apex place, because plain and simple, there's a rumor going around that they're going to move the PC from Orlando to Las Vegas.
Yeah, and it was also a rumor, like this rumor came out probably, I guess, at like 4:00 or something. WrestleVotes, the WrestleVotes Twitter account said, breaking news, PC will be moving to Vegas. Me and everybody kind of got pissed off, and we're like, oh, okay. And I was like, I guess because the Apex, y'all had that pay-per-view at the Apex. I mean, if y'all want that.
It was a shitty-ass arena.
Right. Like, if y'all want to do that, cool. And then, like, before I could even, like, get a hold of that, we get Sean Ross Sapp basically saying, WrestleVotes is lying. The Performance Center ain't going nowhere. He's talking out of his ass.
pretty much. That's exactly what they're saying. Just to give you a little context on it, here's Fightful's full statement on what they heard. Both WrestleVotes and Meltzer are looking into it. Meltzer said it was either replacing or becoming a second PC. Fightful's full statement. WWE says they are not moving the Performance Center. Reports emerged on August 27, claiming that the WWE Performance Center will be moved to Las Vegas from Orlando. WWE sources that Fightful Select spoke to that afternoon claimed that is false. The original report cited by Mark Shapiro as announcing that during a meeting, which one WWE source reached out quickly to say didn't happen unless there was another meeting held. Additional sources within WWE say that Mark Shapiro did not make an announcement indicating a move to Las Vegas for the WWE PC. Specifically, we're told that Mark Shapiro was making a point that Las Vegas is a sports and entertainment destination and that having a WWE presence there is on the table. However, the company would need to figure out what that presence is and how much of a presence it would be and when. No sources at WWE Performance Center had heard of any plans to move to Las Vegas and were shocked when they saw word that it could happen. Many sources noted the proximity of the current PC to talent on the main roster and their ability to easily access it. Among other things, cost of living of trainee talent was mentioned as being far more beneficial in Orlando. Duh.
Yeah,
They
that was the whole selling point for them building the performance center in Orlando because they already had FCW there, and then they decided like there's no point in us having FCW. Let's just build this out.
right,
Everybody who basically built up FCW lived in Florida. Like everybody who's anybody, if you were in NXT, you essentially buy you a place, get you somewhere to live in Orlando. That is the hub for most pro wrestlers. If like they're all in Florida. Like
pretty
even
much.
when we were talking about like Swan, Florida. I'm pretty sure that was in Florida.
Yeah, it
Like,
is. Mhm.
like it would be dumb for them to be like, because now they're trying to, like, Meltzer is trying to say, oh, they're going to open up a second PC. Why do you need a second PC?
Exactly. You
Like, that
definitely
sounds
wouldn't.
stupid.
What you can have out in Las Vegas is a remember how WWE had WWE New York?
Yeah, they need to either do something like a themed restaurant,
Right.
or if y'all are just utilize the Apex, because if they're remodeling the Apex, like the rumor is, as soon as they had that pay-per-view there, the first thing I said was, this is not made to host WWE events. This place is too small.
And it was dark as shit.
It was dark as shit, and the seats, the people was too close up on
That's how
folks.
Shayna fucking lost. She couldn't see in that dark ass fucking arena.
And then as soon as I say that, now all of a sudden they talk about they remodeling. Yeah, because they got to remodel that. Not only fuck being the UFC Apex, that has to be the TKO Apex. That has to be able to host UFC and potential WWE events. It's good to
Exactly.
host the minor league, the booty meat UFC events. It was built for UFC. It's not built for wrestling. It's not built to host like actual wrestling events, and that showed when they had that PLE there. So if they're doing that to basically remodel it so it can fit UFC and WWE stuff in it, I'm all for that. And then you can have your little booty meat restaurant in Vegas, and you can tell people, hey, we're gonna have some people show up to
Exactly.
Vegas. Come on to
Exactly.
the Apex.
Just like I said, just like how they did WWE New York for a while, where they
Yeah.
had the restaurant connected to it, where you had like during PLEs and stuff, they had the big screen, people came and watched, you had a couple of announcers there talking to the fans and stuff. Give like a WWE experience. You can have that type of presence out there. It would make
Yeah.
actual more sense to have a WWE experience than an actual PC because you want the fans to spend money,
Let
not the
that stuff they
goddamn
got
talent.
over. Let that whole Adventureland they got over there in Chop City. Bring some of that over to Vegas.
Right. Exactly. Like I said, you want your fans to be spending money. You don't want the talent spending money. And if living in Vegas is not fucking cheap, especially if you're gonna have people going back and forth to that Apex. It's on like one of the main strips. Where the fuck are they gonna live? These dudes ain't gonna fucking get a house way off of the Vegas strip where it's dirt cheaper. They're gonna try to find something close to the PC. So Orlando
And
makes
I
the
feel
perfect
like
sense.
I don't even think a lot of them would want to live out there. Cookie's just like Cookie said. He said the only thing about them saying WWE said they didn't say that is that corporations lie all the time. Yeah, that's true. So it might
That's
still
true.
happen. It could possibly still happen. I just don't see the point in there being two North American performance centers. Because remember, at one point they were trying to do like NXT Europe, NXT Japan. That means you're going to have hubs in those places, and then all that fell apart. I just don't see the point in them having a PC East and a PC West, because that's what it's basically is essentially going to be. Like, is there going to be like who else is going to be out there? Is it just going to be NXT?
Yeah, Cookies. It Florida just makes all. Here's another thing that they gotta realize. God forbid if the world shuts down again, Florida's the only place that's gonna allow motherfuckers to work. Remember, wrestlers were deemed essential workers in fucking Florida. So then, if the shit shuts down again, you're gonna move everybody back to fucking Florida from Vegas, from all these other fucking places.
Right.
Like, come on, wrestling was considered a law got passed that made wrestlers considered essential fucking workers in Florida. So if for any odd reason shit gets shut down again, that's the place that you want to be anyway, because you can still work. Like I
I
said,
see I see that Vegas spot being more
of a
them
Hard
just
Rock Cafe type
it's
situation.
gonna probably be something like because they're saying we want a presence, but they don't know what that presence is. They just know they want a WWE presence in Vegas. But the Apex, I honestly feel like if they're remodeling the Apex, that's just like I said earlier. They just want it to be essentially ready for both instead of it just being UFC ready. And I
Mhm.
mean, that's a good problem to have. It's a problem that they didn't foresee because when they built it, they were all by themselves. And it's a good problem to have as part of the merger. Now you can host a lot more events. But I mean, I will see what happens. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if Russell Votes was wrong because he's also the same Twitter account he was the one that said Finn Balor, they were gonna be calling themselves street trash. And then you saw that got squashed. So now people are saying they trying to see who be talking. So they giving out all these lies, and he keeps falling for them. And now
Mhm.
he looking stupid because they like, yo, yeah, you said they moving to Vegas. Yeah, we know who we told. We know who said that, and look who told. Look, yep, that's one big lie.
Mm.
So I wouldn't be shocked if they tried to destroy Russell Votes because dude used to be have his little spoilers on lock.
Yeah, well, you know what I can say. You know what I can say. Since Trips has taken over as the head of WWE, pretty much, even though TKO is still ahead, he's done a really good job of keeping spoilers and shit out the fucking news.
I'll say don't
Vince,
nothing like
like Vince,
he's giving
Vince was
people poison.
also right. Vince was also very predictable. So anything that was even slightly rumored to make Vince a bunch of money, it wasn't a rumor. We knew that motherfucker was gonna jump on it.
Oh yeah,
So,
sure.
so what you call it? Being Trips has been on some. All right, yeah. Rumor has this going on. Rumor has psych. We doing the complete opposite.
I can't wait for Sonic 3. Like I'm happy that they've made a big ass franchise out of Sonic.
Because that shit
Like
has been Sonic has been around for generations, bro.
right.
Like Sonic has been around for generations. If
And they got
it's
I'm just happy to see Knuckles. That's my dude. Knuckles is the nigga.
go, but we'll see what WWE does with that. Now let's go to the other side of wrestling, folks. Our boy Swerve Strickland,
Oh yes.
even though even though his contract wasn't even expired yet, AEW made it a priority. Swerve has re-signed a new deal with AEW, which is keeping him until 2028. And according to rumors from backstage, because all the specific details on the length of the contract and the exact amount of the contract haven't been revealed yet, but according to rumors, this is one of the biggest deals in AEW history, and
Yeah,
rightfully fucking so.
like supposedly it's a 7-figure deal. He's gonna be there all the way till at least 2028. Apparently, per Fightful Select, this dude Swerve. Think about how much he had done. He signed in March 2022. Per Fightful Select, he has outperformed his initial contract already, which meant, hey, you in NBA, that means you open for the Supermax, baby. You start
Basically,
making all NBA and all that shit. You win an MVP. Oh, that means we got to bump you up a couple. Oh, we got to extend you to the big boy dollars because you
pretty
winning
much.
MVPs. They said, okay, you doing
If
all this.
for those
Because
of
think
you who
about it.
understand,
Where when I drive, you and became a viral sensation. You and became worldwide known before you even won a title. Then you won the title and just put yourself even more over the top. So they're like, you know what? We see what we got and we want to keep you.
we should go. That what as it's a smart move for them. It's a smart fucking
And Tony
move
Khan ain't
because
stupid. He might do some stupid shit, but he sees money. He sees
what
the
you
money.
call it. The thing about it is though, I don't think they had anything to worry about because Swerve definitely was not coming back to WWE.
Yeah,
That
it
man,
was.
that man is that man has every right to be bitter. I'm not gonna lie, he has every fucking right to be bitter, especially when out of his fucking group, B Fab is still fucking there.
Like they
Oh,
completely fucked that group over. They
yeah,
brought them up and tried to make top dollar the guy, and
right,
then got rid of Swerve.
right.
Like Vince, that's some of the Vince fucked that up so much.
So Swerve definitely has every right to be bitter. So I wasn't. He was never gonna come back to WWE. The only thing Swerve would have done if he didn't re-sign with AEW is he would have went the Matt Cardona way and made himself a shit ton of money on the fucking indie circuit.
Oh my goodness! And the best thing about AEW, even with this, I bet you, even with this big ass deal, he can still show up in places like Hall.
Absolutely not.
I bet
If he,
every
if
once in a while, it won't be as
Even
often as it is now, but he probably could show up and be like, "What's good?"
here's the
even
thing,
even if he
Because
went
his
back to
prices went up
WWE,
now.
even if he went, they would have made him a world champ over there.
no,
They
he
would have put
wouldn't.
him right back in that mid card spot.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't have been a world champ. And here's the thing: Swerve is such a hit and a phenomenon that, and I will give Tony Khan credit for this. He allows his wrestlers to do what they feel is right, and he allows them to have fun. Because honestly, there's no way my world champion of my fucking multi-million-dollar company is going to perform at a fucking local indie show. There's no way because
That's
they don't have the
honestly
same.
that's
They don't
the
have the
funny
same
thing
type of
about AEW
right.
that he
They don't
still
have the
lets you do those shows.
right. Like I love House of Glory. Don't get me wrong. You know, me and Tito are some of the
Oh
biggest
yeah,
HOG fans out there. Swerve came to House of Glory as the AEW champion to fight Amazing Red. Amazing match. Don't get me wrong. But there's no way in hell, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm letting my world champion perform at House of Glory. It's in a fucking bar. It's in a nightclub. The local hospital that's around Jamaica Hospital is shit. Motherfuckers died just getting splinters going there. Okay. The traffic to get an ambulance to you if something happens is ridiculous in that area because it's by the Long Island Railroad. So it I personally as an owner wouldn't have let Swerve do it. The fact that AEW still allowed him to do that was dope as shit. That was
And it shows
shit.
you
And
how
not
much
not
trust they
not to
have.
mention that last show was delayed because it was traffic.
Yeah, literally, the show was delayed by about 30 to 45 minutes because of the traffic to get to it. So let's say somebody did get hurt. If the Swerve was late 30, 40 minutes getting there because of traffic. So let's say his ass did get hurt. Now the ambulance is going to be late 30, 40 minutes getting to his ass.
Right.
So like if Swerve wouldn't have resigned, that would have been his best bet to do the Matt Cardona Indies thing because he could have got crazy. He could have literally the numbers that we were all talking about how Braun Strowman was bugging for asking for. Swerve could have asked for those numbers and got them.
Yeah. And Reggie hit the nail on the head. TK was getting that bidding war out the way. Because he
I'm
already
telling you, it wouldn't have been the bidding war. That man does not want nothing to do with WWE. The only place that would have had a fucking bidding war for Swerve would have been fucking New Japan or TNA. And TNA ain't got enough fucking money.
See, now my only concern is they better keep him around that top card because Tony Khan got a shit of having motherfuckers real hot, and then once they drop a belt, he don't know what the fuck to do with them.
No, I feel like at this point, what the best thing about Swerve is, I mean, unfortunately, at some point he can't always just be at the world title, but he's so popular that no matter where he is at, it's gonna be cool. He's Swerve. Like
right.
If he wants the TNT title, he could be like, you know what? I already had that. I want that.
Right. Like
with that belt off of him, honestly, now he can start fucking around, unfortunately, with the elite.
He can also, which like you said, Matt, because he's at a status right now, any belt that he gets is going to be elevated immediately.
Right.
He's and I'm not comparing his reign or what he does to this person. I'm just comparing what it means when that person had that belt. He's the John Cena right now.
Yeah.
Every belt that John Cena got that wasn't the fucking world title, elevated. Elevated. Why? Because that's how fucking popular he was. And that's what Swerve is right now. When John Cena had that, John Cena made the US title relevant again with that fucking open invitation shit he was doing.
Say, what is John Cena? So he made that popular because soon as somebody wins that US title or the IC title, what they doing? Open challenge because they saw John Cena do it. They said
exactly.
if I'm gonna be a fighting champion, I won this belt. I'm gonna fight because I saw John Cena do
it. And that's what Swerve is at.
This Friday, he got an open challenge in Berlin.
Mm-hmm. Like that open challenge that he did, elevated that. He did that shit with the IC title too, elevated that, and in the process, elevated fucking what you call it, talent in the process too. Granted, these niggas wasn't winning, but guess what? It put eyes on them.
Right.
That's when people really. I'm gonna be honest. That's when people really, even though this man was a former singles champion, mid-card thing, that's when people really paid attention to Cesaro.
Mm-hmm.
Cesaro was already a champion when he fought Cena. He had already been a champion. But when he fought Cena, that's when people were really like, oh, nah, Cesaro needs to have this belt.
Right.
This man is real. This man...
Yeah. Like Reggie said, Cena made the US title relevant, and The Miz made the IC title relevant. because they just had Cena in that U.S. title open challenge, and Miz with his just historic run, just having great run after run with it.
Exactly. So,
and I like with Swerve to Mike, and I can honestly see if you take Mike's idea of combining those belts, do it with Swerve. Make him the Intercontinental Champion.
You definitely can. You definitely can. And like, even if he, like I said, even if they don't decide to merge it, if you give him the fucking international title over Okada, that's going to elevate it even more. If you give the TNT title, that's going to elevate that anymore. If you even put him with the trios title with other people from the embassy, that's going to elevate those titles even more. Swerve is at the point that no matter what belt you put on him, it's going to be something that everyone is going to pay attention to.
Well, now remember, embassy tried to kill him.
Well, yeah, all right, yeah.
But it's like at this point, if you want, like, if you can start a whole new faction, and have them win those trios belts, and it's like, oh shit, they here. Like, just like when the Elite had them, we didn't give a shit about any damn thing else. We're like, oh shit, here come the Elite. They got the trios belts. They were the most important thing ever.
And here's the thing: even if he joins BCC, he gonna elevate that crew, and then he's gonna change the name probably to BBC, because he's gonna probably try to become the leader. So then it's gonna be a whole new group.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a whole new group after that.
So that's when Bobby Lashley gonna join.
She gonna be from BCC to BBN, Big Black Niggas. That's what the fuck that group is gonna be called.
Here come the niggas.
Right.
Let's get in the Raw. Raw was all right. It was a decent show.
Let's keep it a whole buck. The best shit about Raw last night was fucking Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, just murdering each other.
Killing each other. All right. Matt, you pulled up Raw already, right?
Yeah, I got Raw.
All right. So you can do a quick rundown on the quick segments, and I'll definitely jump in because I have something to say about Uncle Howdy's in-ring debut, and me and Mongo were going back and forth about it.
Oh, this is gonna be a real quick. Started off, we had Judgment Day coming out there talking they shit. They got a new little interest and all that. Whoop-de-doo. Then they get a match versus the LWO because Ray had to come out there and talk shit to his son. Didn't matter.
That was funny.
Whoop that ass. NWO points.
Hold on, but the funny shit is this. Hold on one second, Matt. The funny shit is Ray asked for it and Dominic low-key delivered. He said, "What you gonna do? Hit me? I wish you would. I'll knock that mustache off your face." Your man Dominic said, "Ha ha, all right." Smack, pops. I was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna lie." I said, "Oh, I fucks with Dominic on that." Your man is on some. Oh, you gonna tempt me? I bet. All right, hold that. Like he just straight stalled off. If you gonna stall off because somebody say go hit me first, that's how you do it, yo. I respect that. I respect somebody that's gonna stall off first in a fight, and do it like that. Here you go, Ray. Ray was like, "Yo, I dare you hit me. I dare you hit me." Dominic said, "All right, nigga, you did." Bing, hold that, drop your right to the ground. Yo, it took for them getting ready to go to commercial break before Ray got back the fuck up. If you notice that shit, they cleared the ring. Versus LW, Ray was the last person to get up. Like, this motherfucker really hit me. Oh shit, I can't believe
it. Yeah. Then we had Damage Control defeat the Strat Pack. I ain't calling them Pure Fusion Collective. Strat Pack.
Mm-hmm.
Then, speaking of strap pack, CM Punk punished Drew McIntyre with a vicious attack ahead of their strap match at Bash in Berlin.
CM Punk gave very much, as it was mentioned in the chat, slave master vibes. The way he was
Yeah,
cracking
he
that
was.
whip against that goddamn security guard for no goddamn reason. You know what, yo? Dominic has been on the roll. I can't front, man. Your man has been on the roll. Your man popped off on Ray. He had Rhea. He got lived. He got chicken tendies and the PS5. He living it up, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
he looking real good right now. He looking real good right now. I've been on the Dominic Mysterio train ever since he turned heel because the
Welcome.
reactions he was getting, I'm like, this boy has found himself. From
Yeah.
the like 3-4 years ago when he was just looking like a little baby out there to he got the mustache. He looking like his other daddy. He just sleazy. And he know it, and he don't care. He just he's sexy and he know it. He's like, I'm that
Yo,
nigga. I don't care.
once Dom, once they sent Dom to jail, I was a fan. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
That's what made me a fan of Dom. Sending Dom to jail and him and Rhea showing up to Ray crib for Thanksgiving. I was like, oh yeah, okay. I think I'm starting to like this kid. I think I'm starting to like this kid. You know what? He's a dick. And yes, Batty, welcome to the fuck CM Punk group. How does it feel to finally be a member? I told y'all. I told y'all. I told
and
y'all.
then in a match that we all knew he was gonna win, Yeet Man Jay Uso defeated Kofi and Karrion Kross. So that winners of all these triple threats will be going to a fatal four-way. So he's going to the fatal four-way. Whoopee! Randy Orton promises he's gonna humble Gunther. He's not. He's gonna die.
Listen,
And then we get to the
Randy,
meaty men slapping meat Monday night.
extravaganza. What you call it?
It
Wait,
ended in
you
a
ain't
no
know that man had a.
contest.
Hold on. I did I have to say it? Look at him. Did I have to say it? He just looks like it. No, I'm just playing. It's no just
Even
look
though he
like it.
do.
Yeah, you do. Okay. But fuck him. But yo, Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman. First and foremost, gentlemen, bravo.
Good. That's a good ass
We were
way.
literally just talking yesterday about how big men and their move sets and having horse fights and that match right there. First of all, did not expect those gentlemen to leave their feet as much as they did. For Braun to start off the fucking match with the drop kick on some
Man,
bing, hold that. I was like, oh wait, we got a
Braun
different match
reminded
now.
us. Braun had that was like we was watching back when he started. We was like,
Right.
what did he do? Why they got him out here? What he about? Oh shit! He did a drop kick. Then he did a kip up. We're like, oh my god, he too big to be doing kip ups.
And then we
Who is
found
this
out his
man?
ass was fast and can run. We were like, oh no, this motherfucker is scary.
That man
So
got his neck fixed, and he's like, I can still do it. I
Son,
got my hairline back,
son,
y'all.
that was the Braun Strowman I fucking fell in love with when he was fucking terrorizing Roman with the fuck you.
when Roman dumbass
He threw
fucking
that office chair at his ass.
and when Roman speared himself into the fucking ambulance. Yo, NWO was so pissed at fucking Roman. Oh, we wanted to kill that motherfucker. But
That
you
was
had Bronson Reed, who is the new monster on campus. Braun Strowman, the old monster on campus. It was bound for the two monsters to meet. They didn't disappoint. We got to see speed, we got to see agility, we got to see power out of two men who are both well over 330 pounds.
Right.
Well over 330 pounds. These two guys beating the hell out of each other. The match goes to pretty much a no contest. Next thing you know, they are beating the shit out of each other backstage. They get to the infamous parking lot. Luckily, it's not NXT, because if it was NXT, neither
They be
one of them would have made it out. They both would have been dead. They both would have been dead.
They
Oh,
would have
NXT, there would have been multiple fucking cars fucked up.
Listen, so they're fighting on top of this little ledge area right next to a car. First of all, Braun done choke slammed Bronson Reed onto the car and was going to throw some metal goddamn like part of the scaffolding at his ass. Was going to throw part of the scaffolding at Braun. Picking that shit up was fucking amazing too. Then, yo, you ain't lying.
It was Bronson in the
Yo,
study.
bro, he really did. They fighting on this ledge. I don't know where the fuck Bronson picked this little lead pipe up. Picked this shit up and cracked Braun right in his skull, right in the coco.
Bronson with the
I was
lead
like,
pipe.
oh nah, like, oh nah,
That's
that was
murder. I always talk about getting a gun.
right.
I don't never think about no damn lead pipe.
And he literally boing fucking Braun ass right in the fucking head, just bing. I was like,
oh, he sleep. He sleep.
right, like, oh nah, he rocked him with that shit.
Yeah, he said it's not a guitar, but El Kabong.
Pretty much. And then we get one of the best explosions I've seen in a minute. Bronson Reed tsunamis fucking Braun Strowman on the hood. The fucking car explodes.
Talk about a video game brawl, baby.
The fucking car window shatter like an NBA Jam's backboard. The shit is. You see the car starts smoking. These niggas done busted up the axle. Bravo.
That's
Bravo.
how you get it over. That those are two behemoths. Those are two monsters. Just fight.
Bravo. Listen. And like I said before, Bronson doesn't like necessarily jump for his tsunamis. It's more of a trust fall.
Right.
So this man is legit just falling on you, just like that's how he's falling. So that impact and them windows went. I was like, yo, this shit was great. They go to commercial break. They come back. Braun is still sitting there saying he can't feel his fingers. He can't feel his fingers.
Lord.
And they cut to Michael Cole, who says, we have found out that Bronson Reed refused medical attention and walked away from that. That's pretty much a changing of the guard, saying we got a new monster in town.
Like
And
he just killed him.
He just wants to go get a bowl of Cheerios. That's all.
This was literally King Kong versus Godzilla. That's what the fuck happened right here.
Right.
Cookies, I am going to be so mad when this happens, because it is going to happen.
Oh yeah, when Seth is ready to come back and heal, that's going to be the person that's going to go after him. Probably going to cost him his shot for the Intercontinental Championship in that Fatal 4-Way.
Yep, sure is. Speaking of that Fatal 4-Way, I was legit surprised Pete Dunne won. Pete Dunne won his triple threat.
I said it yesterday. I was like, watch Pete Dunne win. And Mongo was like, I don't know. I'm like, whoa, watch. I'm like, that dude,
You know what?
did all that losing. And then the way that triple threat was set up, I'm like, it's not going to be Xavier Woods. I'm like, it's going to be Pete Dunne just because, like.
See, here's the thing. I thought it may be Xavier Woods only so they can continue this passive aggressive beef that he has with Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that maybe that they would do that, which would be a transition to possibly Xavier turning heel, like wanting Kofi to fucking like help him cheat to win or something like that. Like
right.
I was thinking it may have went that way. What you call it, but damn, Cookies, you like them big boys. That's a big nigga. Like for real. They squashed it, but they didn't squash it, Batty. Because remember, Xavier's been very, very, like I said, very passive aggressive. He said, you know, like how we got over that beef about how you didn't tag me when you should have tagged me, but you know, it's okay, it's okay.
Not
We
only
got
that,
over it.
look at the gear. The gear, they took it straight from a comic book. They took it from the Green Lantern comic book, The Blackest Night. Kofi had the Green Lantern shit, and then Xavier had the all black joint.
Yeah.
So they cooking. They gonna slow burn it, but it's cooking.
Yo, Woods is an emotional girlfriend in this scenario. I'm not gonna lie. Woods is the emotional girlfriend in this scenario.
He's basically saying, like, are you playing in my face or like are you trying to bring this new dude on? And he's like, he's just my friend. He's like, no, you playing in my face. I'm a cut.
Literally, like, nigga, don't play with me. Do not play with me.
That's my friend. That ain't your friend. You playing in my face. And if I found out, what?
Listen, don't be surprised if you see Xavier Woods put out a tweet. What's done in the dark will always come to light. Oh, some bullshit. Just like an emotional girlfriend. Like, I'm telling you, I actually like the slow burn for this. Batty, I know you want it to be fast going, but I like the slow burn for this. I like the slow burn for this because, like I said, this passive aggressive shit that Xavier's been doing is perfect, and it's showing what he's going to wind up snapping. He's going to wind up snapping. Yo. Yeah. He about to be that. That about to be that. But to end Raw off, we had the match we've all been waiting for, the actual in-ring debut of Uncle Howdy. Now, the one thing I can say, Bo has definitely captured the spirit of what Bray was doing. The problem I'm having is I feel that he may be copying Bray a little too much. It
was an interesting match. I saw some people saying like they didn't like it.
Here's my thing. The one thing that I really was happy about was Corey Graves made a comment immediately. He said, you know, we're all looking forward to, you know, the in-ring debut of Uncle Howdy, and you know, we got to wondering what kind of person this is or whatever the case may be. He's like, because I fucking wrestled against Bo Dallas. I'll tell you that shit right now. I know what Bo Dallas can fucking do. I don't know what the mindset of Uncle Howdy can do. So I like that he said that because he needed to remind us as fans. At the end of the day, don't forget, folks, this is still fucking Bo Dallas. This is, you know what I mean, Bo Dallas. And I think what my issue with that I had with the match and that Mongo didn't seem to have a problem with was I wanted a little bit more of a dominant showing. Yes, I know Chad Gable is that dude, and you're not going to just steamroll over Chad Gable. You're not going to just steamroll over him. But like I pointed out to Mongo, I felt that Bray was around enough, and we saw enough of Bray where he could make Chad Gable look believable in beating him. I should not have had any thought in my head yesterday that Chad Gable was going to beat Uncle Howdy. And at several
Right.
points during the match, I was like, you know what? This shit could be a fucking possibility. Like Chad possibly could win this shit just for them to be like, you know, I shouldn't have had that type of thought going on with Uncle Howdy's in-ring debut. I should have been in. I know we don't want Bo looking supernatural where he's like indestructible or whatever the case may be, but I felt he should have had a more dominant showing. Mainly also because remember, Bo stopped wrestling way before Bray died.
Right.
So we haven't seen Bo wrestle in a while.
I think they
So I
said
feel
his
He was
last match
supposed to
was
be Uncle Howdy.
2019.
I'm sorry.
They said his last match was in 2019.
Oh, see, like yeah, we haven't seen Bo wrestle in a long ass time. So
Right.
if we haven't seen you wrestle in that long and you're coming back as this persona, I felt you should have had a more dominant showing. Like I said, of I shouldn't have had any thought that Chad Gable would have possibly won.
I just thought that match was weird. Like I could understand why Uncle Howdy would struggle with him, but at the same time, to your point, yeah, you should dominate him. But even then, if he dominates Chad Gable, then it's like, well, damn, y'all just
Yeah,
shitting all over everything you've built up.
like I said, I don't I understand. Like I said, Chad Gable is a monster. Like you can't sleep on the fact that Chad Gable has
Right.
put in work and is a viable contender. You can't sleep on that. But I should not have felt, like I said, at any point that he could have won.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
match
could have
was
had
longer than what it should have been. That's
that
probably what
too.
it was.
That too. That match definitely was a lot longer than what I expected it to be.
That's where I started thinking Chad Gable might win because I'm like, why is
Mm,
this match still going? Like,
I'm gonna
hurry
be
up and
honest with
rest,
you.
Howdy.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. One commercial break was enough.
Right.
When you got into another commercial break for the match, I was like, oh nah, no no
Then they
no.
had to have American Made come out there just for the rest of the Wyatt Six to come out. I'm like, yeah, this went way too long for us to get to this point. Like, we didn't even need all this. He
Right.
should have beat him after a little bit of struggle. It should have just been no, what, boom, you done.
End of
1, 2,
story.
3.
Exactly.
Then you
Exactly.
can have American Made and all them try and come out there and jump him. Then you can have the bullshit happen. Then you can end the show. But that match, that shouldn't have been included with the match. The match
Thank,
should have ended, then put the fuckery with it.
thank you, Matt. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, give them a little back and forth struggle, a little back and forth struggle, but that's about it. Like one commercial break is enough. One commercial break. When you started doing two, I was like, nah, 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 nah. Like you said, have them end that little bit of struggle. Boom. I'm Uncle Howdy. I'm here to take this shit over. Boom. This is what
Like,
we're gonna
that
do.
match could have ended at fucking 10:55, and you could have
Mhm.
had ended at from then on, let all that bullshit go, and then click at 11. Like,
Right.
all that other shit. Like, it was no reason for all that other junk to be in the match because I'm like, well, we already know Uncle Howdy gonna win. So then it's like, all right, one commercial break. He still ain't won. Second commercial. This dude still ain't won. Why are y'all prolonging the inevitable? We knew we already knew he was gonna win.
I got a question.
I honestly didn't even need to see American Made in the Wyatt 6. Y'all could have just let them have a match and ended. That should have just been it.
Question. Do you think they need to find a new finisher for Uncle Howdy?
I think if he doesn't get the ring rust off of him, they're going to probably have to.
Because Chad is selling the shit out of that Sister Abigail, landing on his forehead every time.
Oh, yeah, Chad's selling the shit out of that shit.
Chad is selling the shit out of it.
The Sister Abigail is good. He can still what was his other shit? The Bulldog.
Yeah,
he can still use the Bulldog, and he can use the Mandible Claw if he does something with that gauntlet. Because I think they were saying last night that gauntlet he was wearing was made from Bray's actual gear.
Like, I think he needs to I'm gonna be honest with you, just go with the Mandible Claw. I think Sister Abigail needs to be pulled out for PLEs and special events. I think that's when it needs to be pulled out. Because the more you do it, the more I feel that you are then trying to be Bray. You know what I mean? And you don't want that. You want Bo to establish Uncle Howdy. You want him to establish that he is the new leader. He technically has always been the leader. You know what I mean? Like, what were they going to do if Bray was still alive? They were going to have him wrestle the exact same way as Bray when they both got into the ring for a tag team match.
Basically,
you couldn't have done that. Then it'd have been like, what the fuck? What the fuck, right? So give Bo his own style. That has to happen, because if not, this character is going to go stale.
Well, Uncle Howdy he's got to figure out how, and I think he will figure that out as we get to see more matches. It was just, this was like, oh, you trying to get ring rust off, performing in front of people, and you trying to get this character over. And it's like, okay, you got too much going on now. But I think he'll get there. If he can figure out a way that he can make a way to make Uncle Howdy his, and then he just happens to have Sister Abigail as his finisher. And then it'll be fine. Like, once he gets all that together, I think he'll be great. They honestly don't need to put Uncle Howdy for the time being. He needs to be in some more of them in a Wyatt 6 match. He needs to be a multi-man.
Yeah, he definitely does. I think it needs to be something like that. Like, one-on-one matches, they got to kind of give him some time to work off that rust.
Yeah, they're going to have to protect him to let him build himself, get himself into ring shape.
Right. And, folks, that was Raw. Let's get into NXT.
So, NXT tonight should be a good one. It's to go home for No Mercy. We're going to get us a Joe Henry concert. That is going to be so damn good. So damn good.
Because we all believe. And we all know it's about to happen.
We're going to have the No Quarter Catch crew, Charlie Dempsey, Brent Sinclair, and Miles Bourne versus the family, Adriana Rizzo, Channing, Stacks, and Luca Crustafino. Then we're going to have the Young OG versus Good to the Last Drop, Joe Coffey.
Hey. Yo, I really like the pairing of Young OG and Cedric. I really like that pairing together.
That's gonna be a good.
That's a really good pairing, because Cedric really hasn't lost a step, and he's a vet enough to take Young OG under his wing to, show him the ropes, and he's still young enough to keep up with Young OG as well. So Young OG don't
Right.
outshine his ass. So that's going to be. I would have loved to see those two face each other in Trips. You have control now. We are begging you. Well, I am personally begging you. I'm sure Matt will join me in the begging. Bring back the CWC.
They honestly need to figure out something with to bring back that to bring that back. Like they honestly need to bring it back.
They really
Um,
do. They got to
they,
bring that back because right now, especially with all of the talent that they're acquiring from other places, the fact that they're allowing talent to go to other places to fucking wrestle, it
right.
only makes sense for you now to really get into doing a CWC. Like you
Like
won't
I
have to go
love
through
to
the
see
bullshit of getting a quota to come over like how last time. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to. You can do it, yo. Trips. You don't even have to fucking get people from overseas, bro. You could do a CWC with just indie promotions.
he could do it honestly just with TNA, NXT, main roster, and indie promotions. Because I pay to see Swerve, not Swerve, but Mello. Like let a Mello versus Speedball or Speedball versus Wez.
Come on.
Speedball versus Dragon Lee.
What's that Japan promotion they fucking with right now? What is it? Pro Nova or Pro
Yeah,
DDT? Whatever.
Noah.
Yeah, Pro
Bring
Wrestling
No.
some of
Noah.
them. They could bring some of the motherfuckers from Noah over too.
Yo, let me get in, yo, let me get a fucking Amazing Red versus a Carmelo Hayes match. That shit would be fucking fire, bro. That shit would be fucking fire right now. Like it we please bring back the CWC. Please bring back you Trips. You see what the CWC got you. The crowd begged you to sign Cedric.
Right.
The crowd begged you to sign Cedric. Look at the women that y'all got from the women's version of it. Look at the like it's yo, it's gotta happen. It gotta happen. If you're not gonna do a CWC, do a Worlds Collide. Something. But I would love a CWC tournament. I would love a good old fashioned tournament. A good old fashioned tournament. Oh yeah. And not a 300. Like I don't want. I nothing against New Japan. That G1 tournament is way too complicated and too fucking long.
I've always been a fan, a fan of tournaments. I love tournaments. That's why I love the King of the Ring.
Tournaments. Bring back the good old fashioned one and done. You know what I mean? One and done.
But yeah, bring back one night tournaments too. I like one night tournaments.
Oh, one night tournaments was the shit. One night. Oh, listen, that fucking WrestleMania where Macho Man won that shit,
Right.
and they had all the matches in that one fucking night. That was so fucking dope. Oh man.
That's why I love the Survivor Series '98, the Deadly Games tournament, because I'm like, this is the coolest tournament ever. To see The Rock go through all them people as a face, and at the end of it, psych, he joins the corporation. Oh my God.
Yo.
WrestleMania 4, Macho Man. Oh yeah. Boom, hit that elbow. And I was like, oh yeah, Macho Man is definitely made. This man beat everybody in the company.
Everybody. And then they even had Hogan come down to help put him over with the win. Like, yeah, this man is it right now. This man is it right now. Well, what else we got going on with NXT?
We got a face-to-face with Wesley and Zachary Wentz. So you know they're going to be fighting. And
If
then
Zach
last
don't get his dick kicked back, then it ain't worth nothing.
and then last but certainly not least, the ladies. Fatal Influence, JC Jane and Fallon Henley versus my baby, Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. Also, we're gonna have my actual baby, my little goofy one, Kalani. Kalani has a match tonight. Apparently, Wendy is gonna pick her opponent. So come on, Kalani. Come on, baby.
I'm ready for Wendy to win this belt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm ready for Wendy to win this belt.
I don't even think Wendy gonna win at this point.
I don't think she is either, but we got to do something. I like you said, Kalani's your baby. Love Kalani. I think they made a wrong choice. I think the first champ. I think Lash should have been the champ.
I feel like she's gonna get one more defense. She might survive No Mercy, but after that, it's gonna be time for you. If she don't drop it to Wendy then it's gonna be like, all right, you definitely gonna be losing.
Right. Like I think Lash would have been a better choice as a champion only because of personality wise. Like her being quote unquote loud and rambunctious and stuff like that is kind of what they needed for this belt. And I think, like I said, as much as we love Kalani, I think they made a mistake and and it should have been Lash. It should have been Lash.
Yeah, just like Cookies, he hit the nail on the head. He's like, Kalani was 1 year away from being ready for all this. It ain't her fault. It's just how it is.
Right.
Like, it should have been her or Jada. That's who we even had in fantasy. It's like her or Jada. None of us had. I didn't think Kalani would have won. I'm like, she's cool. Like, she's nice. I love her, but I didn't think she was ready.
I think it's right, especially like for a new title, you kind of need a big personality for a new title because you want the title to be noticed and to be seen. The putting the title on a workhorse, that's like, I hate to say it, that's like AEW starting a new title and Roderick Strong, the old Roderick Strong, would have been the first champion. You know what I mean? That's like if NXT Roderick Strong would have been the first fucking what you call it, men's North American champion.
Right.
Like you're good in the ring, but you don't have the it to make the belt something, which is why they put this shit on fucking Adam Cole, because he had the it.
Right.
Exactly, because I just mentioned. Like
Adam ain't got that. She's just like, you cool, but that's it.
Right. It's like, yeah, so you need, for a first time title, you need that big personality to make the title seem larger than life and bigger than what it is. So that's Lash, Jada, one of the quote unquote hood rats. Even the white hood rats. Somebody with a loud mouth, like JC Jane, honestly. With her loud ass mouth and shit like that. Like, you need a big personality for a brand new title. And like you said, it's nothing against Kalani. She's just, baby girl, you gotta get a little bit more seasoning.
I think we only a month away from them being on there. So that's why I'm like, Kalani, you might survive, but baby, you gonna be losing on the CW if you don't lose before then on the last little shows on USA.
All right, you better hope.
You on your last legs, baby.
Better hope. But
That's all of NXT.
anything else you want to cover, or you think we did it all for today, brother?
No, I think we did it all for today. Definitely
Right,
been electrified.
for sure, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely yo. It's gonna be yo. That shit happens. It's gonna be. Listen, low key, them moving to the CW was a throwback to them trying to get younger viewers.
Yeah, I love to say
CW,
they're about to get all of the younger audience that they want. They're getting their new generation right there.
right,
The young teens. That's gonna be their market.
right,
NXT
because
for the teenagers and young adults.
right, because
And me.
CW still plays those fucking, like young fucking TV shows and shit like that. They still do some shit like that. So it's about to be they're about to get young viewers back. It's about to get young viewers back, bro. It's what you say. It's gonna be like when Brian Punk and Ryder were on their own their belts. Right. Yeah,
Right, because
Ryder
they
lost.
just
Ryder lost
let him walk out. He lost that shit. Right.
immediately. Immediately. They was like, yeah, thank you. That was a mistake.
Right.
They hit the nigga with the thank you mistake.
They're
Okay.
like, yeah, that was literally a feel good story. It's not
Mhm.
WrestleMania no more. Yoink.
Mm-hmm. Game over. Game over.
Like, damn.
Game over. Well, folks, thank you for joining us. And you can always don't forget follow us at facebook.com/under the ring pod and twitch.tv/under the ring pod. You can also find us at linktree/under the ring pod and fingertip.com/under the ring. There you'll find our links. You'll find the man that's usually behind the boards. Give him all the clicks. Greg Bush SK. You'll find me, the man behind the camera, and your champion, who's gonna stay your fucking champion. I said it. I'm gonna stay champion. Damn it. The summer of the hawk ain't over. We still here, baby. We got this bitch ass motherfucker right here. Mr. Fresh Babe. We got your Are You Fucking Serious champ and IC champ. The right answer. Street Team Captain Borio Maliente and correspondent Justin D. Baxley. Folks, thank you for joining us. Matt Cardona come back. NXT.
Main roster.
No, I want to go to NXT. I think NXT will work out because you know why? You're gonna wind up getting
The NXT
Matt Cardona versus Joe Hendry. Oh my god. Boy, bye. Boy, bye. Thank you for joining us, folks. And as always, be safe. And don't forget, hey, to do the done.
Hey, do that. Hey, do that.